guys, how's it going? I just got a comment that said, you don't hit them like that, you scratch them or rub them. And, you know, obviously that's hilarious. And it's obviously from someone who doesn't know anything about massage. But that's okay, because I watch, you know, cow hoof trimming videos. And I'm not ever gonna trim cow's hoofs, but they're fascinating. But I also don't comment things like, you don't use a grinder, you use nippers, because I don't trim cow feet. So I'm not gonna make any comments about how you do it and how you don't do it. But anyways, I thought it was a good idea to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about a massage stroke. Now, the one that she was referring to, the one where I'm hitting, don't hit him, is percussion. Now, percussion, I'm telling you, is one of my favorites because it is so effective, and it's also one that helps your body out because it'll get a lot of work done without burning your hands out. I also think that there is no other stroke in massage that you can use that will do what percussion does. Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right. I don't think there's any other stroke that you can use that does what percussion does. Okay? So, you know, pounding, slapping, cupping, sepultment. Okay, I use it for a lot of things. One, it breaks up big muscle bundles. Okay, so it breaks up your bigger muscles. If you have a really bulky horse, it breaks up muscles that are kind of stuck, you know, especially deeper muscles. So percussion pounding goes deeper, so you're not going to get the deeper muscles loosened up because you can't really palpate them through the top muscles. I mean, you can press really hard, but your hands are going to give out before you get that muscle to relax. I think something about the impact of it kind of sends a shockwave through the muscles and gets them to relax. It loosens up fascia, it increases recovery. You can do all the Google search on it that you want to, but I'm going to talk about like what I noticed that it does. Okay, if you want to Google search it, put in what are the benefits of percussion, and it'll give you a whole bunch of stuff that maybe makes sense to you, maybe it doesn't. But in the field, when you can't get something to release, if you try percussion on it, that generally does it. Okay, now it doesn't work on like knots, trigger points. You have to do direct pressure on that. We'll talk about that one next. But yeah, it's incredibly effective. I also find that like when you're doing slapping, it has an anesthetic effect. Okay, so if they don't like a different stroke, I always say to do the opposite, and they end up liking percussion. I'm not sure why, but here's a generalization for those of you that have thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds like percussion more than they like the soft effleurage stuff, and I found that to be about 70% true with it's probably higher than that. I say 70% so that I kind of cover my bases. I think it's actually like 85% of thoroughbreds prefer percussion. And I don't do percussion over their whole body, but like, you know, I do more percussion on thoroughbreds than I do on any other breed, and they enjoy it. Okay. What else? I'll use it as a distraction. Okay. If your horse is girthy, the anesthetic effect kind of comes in there where they're really sensitive about something and you're thinking the last thing I want to do is slap them or pound them. It's the first thing you should do, because for some reason that slapping and pounding, it deadens the nerve endings a little bit, and it kind of distracts them from the idea that you're going to come in there and just start pushing on stuff or rubbing stuff or scratching stuff. The lady was like, you should rub them or scratch them. And I was like, okay, those are different massage strokes, but I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks, lady. So yeah, percussion is incredibly useful. I think it's wildly underused. You know, where do I not do percussion? I don't know. You can adjust percussion to be effective anywhere. So you can kind of use it anywhere. Just don't pound their fetlock. Do you know what I mean? Right? So I'm going to use it on muscles. I normally use it on the bigger, bulkier muscles. But hey, I'll use it wherever I think it's going to help. Okay? Tapping their forehead sometimes helps distract them and get them to not be so jumpy about you working on their face if they have a lot of face tension. Okay? So there you go. There's some percussion. I think I'll keep doing it. But I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know what you've learned about percussion. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.